Okay, of which we have discussed about implementation project, support project, and rollout projects mainly. So those are the projects where we are going to work. And after that, we have discussed about enterprise structure. Okay, so we will concentrate on FICO enterprise structure. What is the FICO enterprise structure? First, we will discuss about FI and CO. So then we will move to the other operational organizational structures. Okay. I hope you will be able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
So FICO, so organizational structure. Organizational structure, it represents like client. Let's say that this year client, then under which we have operating concern. Operating concern. So then controlling areas. Controlling areas. Then company codes. So maybe one operating concern will have a number of controlling areas. One controlling area will have a number of company codes. Let's say we'll discuss. This is the structure of the FIC. Okay. So let's say we have, there are 4 company codes. A100, A200, A300, and A400. Okay. Here, what we need to understand. So highest, okay, node in any client where we see that client is the highest. Thereafter, operating concern and controlling area and company codes. Okay. So operating concern, it is used here. Operating concern is used to report profitability to get the profitability of the products. overheads, overheads, overhead related cost. Okay, and company codes are the legal entities. Company codes are the legal entities. Legal entities which financial statements, financial statements enable to okay, or we can able to draw. Okay, so your statutory reports, statutory reports will be drawn from the legal entities. So, and also the day-to-day transactions also will be the day-to-day transactions will be recorded, will be recorded and accounted, analyzed at company code level. Okay, so this is just synopsis about the operating concern. So we will understand more operating concern, controlling area, and company codes. Okay, when people will ask you what is the organizational structure of the FICO, one must be able to depict. So this is the structure. Of course, an operating concern. This is from the FICO perspective. Operating concern, controlling area, and company codes. Okay, as I said, company codes and company is the different. Okay, company again, if you go and draw, okay, company and company codes. The company is the optional. I would say that this is the company. If you take about why I have not included here the company. Company is the optional. Okay, wherein business would needed to prepare the consolidated statements, then only we would need company. Okay, company. Company and company codes. One company can have n number of company codes. Okay, one company can have n number of company codes. Let's say A100, A200. Will make you to understand what is the company, what is the company codes. A3, and A4 company code. A4 company code. Also take one more company code. codes. A100, A200, A300, 400. And as I said that we have taken the example of the General Electronics. General Electronics having the 1,000 company codes across the global. Let's say, so these are all the company codes. Okay, company codes. Okay, let's say A000. This is the company. Okay, company. What is the difference between company and company codes? Okay, so why I have not included here? Company is the optional. Normally, the organization structure it would enrolling area and company codes. And for under the company codes, as I said yesterday, we discussed. Let's say A100 it is operating in India. Okay, A200 it is in China. Okay, this is in what else say that France. Oh, another company code I would say that Korea. Okay, Korea. This is I'll say that US. Let's talk about US. Okay, so India is, this company code, company is the parent company is operating in India. Okay, so A100 India Private Limited, A200 China Private Limited, A300 US Private Limited, and Korea Private Limited. So these are the four companies. Okay, so wherever the company is operating, so they follow, the respective country financial year, the respective country currency. Okay, let's say when the transactions happen, when the A100. So as we discussed, A100 India Private Limited. Let's take two company codes. India Private Limited. This is the company. It is registered in India. When the transactions reported, when the transactions happen, okay, it must be recorded. It must be recorded in India company code. In India company. Since these transactions happened in India. Okay, in which currency? Transactions to be reported. Transactions to be recorded. Okay, so that is India INR currency. INR currency. Since this company is in India, one is first we need to understand currency and the financial year. Okay, so what is the financial year? Since India currency is INR. And so then what is the financial year of the India? So these two factors one must be remember when you talk about company. What is the financial year? Financial year for India or any country wherein the transactions happen. Because at India company or the legal entity, it has to file financial statements to the respective regulators. Our India regulators is BSE or NSE. Okay, so as per India financial year, we follow the April to March, right? April to March. Okay, so the transactions reported or recorded or booked in India company code of the currency is INR and following the April to March. And take the another company code A200. So this is A200 China Private Limited. So this company is also operating from China. What is the currency? The transactions happen. What is the currency? In which currency these transactions to be reported? What is the currency for China? So in which currencies transactions to be recorded? So that is important. Okay. It is CNY. China Yuan. CNY. China Yuan. That is called as a CNY. And what is the financial year for China? It depends on the country. Let's say China is following September to October. Okay? Financial year is September to October or October to September. So this is the financial year. Okay? So that means China company code is going to prepare the financial statements by following the October to September financial year. Since China financial year is October to September, right? Similarly for US company code, this is A300. A300. This is US Private Limited or Korea. Let's say US Private Limited. US Private Limited. Same thing it follows. The financial year and the currency. Currency is USD and financial year is Jan to December. Okay. So like this, company where it is operating, it follows the country currency and country financial year. Okay, that's all about, because the transactions here we are recording against the country currency. Now when it comes to company, these are the company codes, these are the legal entities at which financial statements and the transaction, since the transactions are recorded and reported, analyzed and grouped at company code level, so we can able to construct the financial statements, okay, by following the financial year of that specific country. Now various companies, group of the company codes is called as a company code. Okay, company definition. Company is nothing but, try to understand in layman language. Okay, we don't need to go for accounting terminology. Company is nothing but grouping of the company codes. Grouping of the company codes. Okay, for consolidation of financial statements, for the preparation of consolidation of financial statements. Okay, so that is nothing but company. Okay, company is nothing but grouping of the company codes for the preparation of consolidation financial statements. Okay, let's say company. So one company can have n number of company codes. It's the size of the business. Okay, I'll say that. Let's discuss 3 company codes. These are the 3 company codes we have. Let's say. Okay. So A100, A200. Now the question you will get: how do we prepare the consolidated statements when we are having the different financial years, different currencies, right? So this is A000 is our company. Okay, so is it mandatory to prepare the financial statements for group reporting? Unless until business would need it to file the consolidated statements. Most of the cases, business will prepare the consolidated or group statements. Okay, so then how do you prepare? Okay, so it always the concern where the parent company is being operated. It follows the that company currency. Let's say our parent company is in India. Let's take, or in another way, we have 2 companies. We are talking about 2 companies. Reliance Industries. Reliance Industries is the parent company where it is operating in India. So it has a number of affiliated companies across the global. Okay, when they decided to prepare the consolidated financial statements, in which currency they have to prepare, in which financial year they have to follow. Okay, so that is based on the parent company. Parent company are nothing but India. Okay, in India we are following the financial year of April to March, and the currency we are following the INR. And also here one more thing we would need to understand is accounting standards. In which accounting standards the statements to be prepared? If you talk about in India, let's say above example, it also we need to consider, okay, not only currency and financial year, and accounting standards also we need to consider. If you talk about in India accounting standards, what we follow now. Okay, whereas China accounting gap, so generally accepted accounting principles. Whereas in US, they might follow their standards. US standards are IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards. Okay, as per the country specific statutory applications, it must follow the accounting standards. Okay, but however, let's say we are preparing for the A100, A200, A300. We are preparing the consolidated financial statements by following the International Financial Reporting Standards, IFRS. Okay, so considering the group currency is INR here, because though we have each country it has its own currency, right, as we shown in the above. Okay, but for the consolidation purpose, we are following the India INR currency. Let's say if in other words, when you talk about General Electronic, the parent company is registered and operating in US. Okay, so they have to prepare their consolidated statements in USD. Okay, so they prepare, because what we will do in SAP, we have functionality of, okay, company and company codes. We will assign all company codes to the company, where while you are creating the company, where you will specify the currency. Okay, so like that we can address the group reporting, okay, by segregating the company and company codes. Okay, people are in confusion when you talk about company and company codes. Company is always optional. Okay, at company codes nothing but it is smallest organizational units, okay, within the SAP, wherein we will record that happened, those transactions which happens on day to day, which will be recorded and reported and analyzed and and further the transactions are going to be, the financial statements are going to be drawn, okay, as per the country specific requirements by following the financial years, by following the accounting standards. Okay, here as a part of the organizational structure, what we need to understand, so the foremost important thing, whenever the people will ask you, this is the structure of the, okay, FICO organizational structure, operating concern, controlling area and company codes. Let's say operating concern and controlling area, when we would need it. Okay, so operating concern, where it is, controlling and profitability analysis model is implementing. Let's say so going forward we will understand what is the operating concern and controlling area. Okay, but one must be remember that this is the structure of the FICO. Controlling area and controlling areas. When you talk about operating concern and controlling area, we have shown only 1:1 ratio. Does it mean that one operating concern, one controlling area? Here, little bit if we talk about operating concern, controlling area. On what basis we will, declare one operating concern, one controlling area? So 1:1, 1:1, or 1:n. Okay, that means one operating concern can have one controlling area or that means 1:1, and one operating concern can also have multiple controlling areas. So this diagram we can extend keeping one operating concern and number of controlling areas as well. Okay. Plus, but fundamentally we can say that operating concern. So people will ask you class questions. Okay. How many controlling areas can we assign to the operating concern? We cannot say that one controlling area. We can assign a number of controlling areas. There is some limitation that we will discuss. Similarly, controlling area versus company codes. Controlling area, company codes. Company codes. Okay. So here 1:1, similarly 1:n. 1:1, that means one controlling area can have one company code, also can have multiple company codes. Company codes. Okay. Just for the moment to understand. Okay. So this is like, when you talk about extensive on the diagram, operating concern, controlling areas, rather than to say that controlling area and company codes or company code. Okay. So we understand now what is the difference between the company and company code. Okay, company codes. Company codes is smallest organizational unit which at which day-to-day transactions, day-to-day transactions can be recorded, analyzed, and summarized as to prepare financial statements. Okay. It is the smallest organizational unit at which day-to-day transactions can be recorded, analyzed, and summarized as to prepare financial statements as per the statutory requirements. Statutory requirements. Okay. But whereas company is nothing but grouping of the company codes for the preparation of the consolidated financial statements. This is the main difference. So if one would ask, you must have to answer. So don't get confused company or company codes. Company is nothing but it's for the reporting, for the group reporting purpose. Okay. So now, so this is about our organizational structure. FICO. One must be remember that. Again, I am reiterating that this is the organizational structure. Okay. You would get the cross questions slowly. We will understand a number of things we need to discuss under the operating concern, under the controlling area, under the company code. Okay. But the basic P is operating concern, controlling area, and company codes. So again, if you further split company code, let's say I have the four product lines. My company is in India, A100. A100. This is in India. Okay. I have the four product lines. Okay. So product line 1. Okay. Product line 1. Nothing but different products. Product lines, nothing but. Product line 1. Product line 2. And product line 3. Best example say that beverages, okay, wherein we have different types of the beverages like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Thumbs Up, any other. So in A100, the manufacturing of this company code is in beverages, and it has 4 beverages. Okay, each product line we are classifying it as a one profit center. Profit center. Okay. So the new terminology again. Profit center, A100, or I would say that AB10 or AP10, AP20, AP30, and AP40. Okay. That is, we classified our product lines 4 profit centers. Why we have classified profit center within the company code? Within the company code, we have the 4 product lines. Each product line we classified as a profit center. The organization structure you need to further understand. Controlling area followed by the company codes, then profit centers we are talking about. Okay, for product, what is the profit center? First of all, the profit center, it is the, I would say that organizational business unit wherein the responsible person will be headed by or will be monitored with that specific products. What is the profitability, or wherein at business unit level, okay, so where, let's say, as we have seen here, 4 product lines, the business would like to know what is the profit and loss, or they wanted to prepare the P&L accounts at business unit 1, that means profit center 1 and profit center 2 and profit center 3. Because 4 product lines are the different, they would like to know, because internally they have to prepare the financial statements for each product wise. Okay, so I would say that profit center is nothing but business unit. Profit center is strategic or business unit wherein we can able to prepare the financial statements. As per the business requirement. At product level. Okay, so let's say for profit center, some XYZ person is the responsible. XYZ person is responsible. Here, ABC person is responsible. So this is in the real time also. It would like here ACB person or CFO or CEO, what I would say that within the company code, AEF person responsible. Okay. So which business unit is more, yielding the profit? Okay. So within the company, as we are discussing, there are four product lines. Each product line we classified as the profit center. At each profit center, so now business would like to prepare their financial statements in order to know which business unit is yielding the more profits. Okay, how do they get the profit, net profit? So by preparing the P&L statements. Okay, so meaning to say that company can have or company can have a number of profit centers. It depends on the product lines. At what level they wanted to decide the profit center. Here we are talking about product line. Let's say this company could having the operations or having the plants across the India. So now profit center, how they wanted to classify the profit center, let's say region wise. For east they wanted to create one profit center, and whatever the transactions where it is in selling the products or procuring the products, okay, manufacturing centers are located across the India, south, north, and east and west. Okay, they have the n number of plants. For each plant they have defined as a profit center. So not only product line, so we can also classify the profit center based on the regions also. That's a purely discretionary of the business. Here, as part of our organizational structure, we are trying to understand under the company codes will have the profit centers. Okay. Further, if you are going to talk about profit centers, and profit center, it is going to be assigned to the cost centers. Here, one more definition. We are going to see the cost center. New terminology again. Cost centers. In SAP, we are calling it as a cost center. Okay. So departments in SAP, we call it as a cost center. We call it as a cost center. Okay. So nothing but one profit center can have n number of cost centers. Okay. Cost center nothing but department. So this profit center, let's say product line 1. Okay. So this is product line 1. Product, or I would say that profit center, rather product line, because we classified product line as a profit center, AP10, profit center. Okay, AP10, AP10. Okay, these we have manufacturing department or manufacturing. So department and cost center is the one and same. Don't get confused. I'll say that I have manufacturing cost center, cost center. Okay. So admin cost center, admin cost center. Okay. So then again I would say that marketing department, marketing cost center. So then HR department or HR cost center, HR department, or logistics department, or sales department, sales cost center. Okay. So finally I would say that production department. Of course, manufacturing comes under the, but I would say that production, let's say different name convention, production cost center. Okay. So here what we need to understand, so organizational structure, if you further drill down here, if you further drill down here, operating concern, controlling areas, company codes, we have the different company codes. Under the company codes, we have the profit centers. Under the profit centers, we are going to have the departments, or it also called as a cost center. That is the terminology in SAP. Cost center. Okay. So overall, it is our organizational structure. Okay. So summarization, what I would say that in summary, what we can understand, operating concern, I have not given the clear cut definition about operating concern, we will understand. Controlling area, controlling areas. Okay. Can be one or can be n number of. Company codes, profit centers, okay, cost centers. Okay.
First one is client, right?
All these structure. Within the profit center, again, we can also have business areas, or under the company codes, not profit centers. Under the company codes, there is another terminology. I would say that business area and segments. Okay, this we will discuss later. Segments. Okay. So normally one would say that this is the structure of the FICO organizational structure. Okay, so this is the fundamental. Before we are getting to the SAP configuration, one must to be understand structure of the FICO.
The first one is client, right?
Yeah, client.
Client operating concern.
Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow we will start the configuration. Okay. So we create the company and the company codes, then subsequent configurations we will start. And make sure that everyone has to be installed SAP, either it could be online or offline. I have shared MM Parvat in the group. Okay. Please reach out to that person and he will help you to get it installed. Okay. Or also, if it is an online, just where you will pay the amount, then you will provide the credentials with, you can log in your personal laptop. If it is offline, if you are in Hyderabad, then directly you can reach, contact him and reach out to Amirpeta. So Maitri Vanam. So he will install, he will take the 3 to 4 hours and to install, and he will charge 400 to 500. So better who are in Hyderabad can be installed in offline server, because if it is online, so today you will do some configurations. Tomorrow those configurations will not be available. Someone might delete. Okay. So those are the challenges when you go for the online server. Offline server, whatever the configurations you do, those remain forever until you remove SAP in your system, or until it gets corrupted. All right. Any questions? So whatever we discussed from your perspective, hope you are following with me.
Yeah. So I have a small query here. So these business areas and segments will be assigned to profit centers or cost centers, right? Or like how this?
We are going to assign to the cost center and the profit centers.
Business area and segment.
Not at company code. Not at company. Because we nowhere see the business areas or segments at company code level. So we are always going to assign at cost center or profit center level. Okay, that we will further discuss. The assignments of the business areas, because we have to go by from the bottom to top. Right? First we have to create controlling area. So company, first we have to create company codes, then assignment. So that we will discuss later on. Slowly we will understand. While doing the configurations, you have to get this kind of questions. Appreciate your questions during the class. Wherever you feel that you can stop and you can ask the questions. Okay. So the more you get the questions or doubts, the more you will understand. So that is the only fund of the learning. Alright, so make sure that SAP to be installed. So tomorrow we will start the configurations. Okay. So please reach out to that person and get it installed. So thank you everyone. So that's it for today. So we'll catch up in tomorrow as usual timings.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.